Hello everyone, welcome back to another watch-in. Today we're going to take a quick follow-up look at the Heritor Morrison I received for my watchgang black membership for December. Before we get to that, we'll do a quick wrist check. You'll see that I am wearing that Tellus parentheses. This was one of the watchgang platinum watches, and this one actually probably was one of my most disliked watches. I do think it looks better on wrist than off, because it does have those huge side brackets on this thing, but I decided to dust it off today and throw it on. Let me know what you guys think of that one in the comments below. I actually think the dial is kind of cool, so it's grown on me a little bit. It deserves a little wrist time, even though it's kind of a big hunk. Now, if you're wondering why I have two Heritor Morrisons sitting here, I've actually received a Morrison previously on the watchgang black membership. Now, I decided to pull it out. This is the HERHR7613. The one I received for December is the HERHR7613. Now, they are very, very similar. Now, I don't know if all of the Heritor models have been updated to this case design, which I'll talk about that a little bit more shortly, because this one definitely is upgraded in my mind in comparison to the old one. Now, the old one has, well, I should say, okay, so they both are 316L surgical stainless. Both are running Seiko NH35A movements beating at 21,600 beats per hour with 40-hour power reserve. They both can be manually wound, and they both are hackable movements. These both have sapphire-coated mineral crystals, and they both have display case backs. It's a little easier to see that Seiko NH35A on that one, but you can see we have same movement. Both have magnified date windows there at the 4 o'clock position, which I like. And they both are actually 43 millimeter cases. So, and both are 20 ATM water-resistant. Well, I lied. This one actually says 10, and my sheet for this one says 20. So let's see if it says on the back. Yeah, 20. All right, so this one has a higher water resistant as well. We have super luminova on the looms, or on the hands and the markers. Unidirectional rotating bezels on both. So what's different, you ask me? Well, on the original Heritor Morrison, which I do like this one, it had a standard push-pull crown. Now, the Seiko NH35 movement in this also does have a quick date set, which is nice. And if you look, this piece of the case that would sort of act as a crown protector, we actually have the crown popping out of this one, right? And my guess is that's so you have a little bit easier time grabbing that crown and being able to pull it out. So the one I received for December, aside from the case differences, this one's obviously on a nice Jubilee bracelet with that hidden butterfly clasp. The main differences that I see is this one actually is about 45 millimeter lug to lug versus this one that is 50 millimeter lug to lug. And it does make a number of differences when you look at the distance in the crown protector, and this crown is nice and flat with that crown protector. This one also is a screw down crown, which I think is an upgrade over that case. So I don't know if all the Heritors have gone to this newer style case. but this one did, and I think it's definitely an improvement. If you notice, this case is mostly brushed, and I'll say there's one thing that does kind of, I wish they would have done a little different with the bracelet and case. We have this nice brush case. You can see the direction of the brush comes up to that bracelet, that end link, which it is a solid end link. But now we have brush going this way and, you know, the links obviously going into the rest of the bracelet. How much better would it have looked if that end link matched the case a little bit more and still had the pieces to connect the rest of the bracelet? That's just something I think could have taken the watch to a little bit higher level. I do like the brushed. I do like the case design. I like the orange on this one. It looks great in the sunshine. Overall, this one's really cool. We'll go dark, take a look at the lume. Well, here we are in the dark. You see the lume's already going quite a bit, and that's just from my lights here. We'll go ahead and hit it with the black light and see how bright we can get it. Not too bad. Back in the light, you can see how this Morrison looks on my roughly 7-inch wrist. Now, I only had to remove 3 links for this to fit my 7-inch wrist. So if you have a larger wrist, I'm going to say you will have issues with this one, because, you know, with 3 links removed, it's actually almost a little tighter than I would want. I was half tempted to put 1 link back in to give it a little bit of looseness. You know, that's one of the downsides with this particular style clasp, is there's no micro adjustments on it. So you're kind of stuck with what you get. Now, this one on Heritor's website, retail is $900. Now, if you guys follow me, you know the Watchgang Black subscription is $99. Of course, retail is, you know, always a little out of whack. I saw plenty of these on eBay for around $100 plus shipping. I'm guessing they're Watchgang members. I think the most expensive one I saw on eBay was $300. Honestly, for my $100 subscription, I am perfectly happy with this one. I actually think it's a nice looking piece. There's a couple things that I think would have taken it to the next level, but I do like the updates they did on it. Overall, I really like this one. I think Watchgang has done really well with these Heritor Morrisons for the $99 subscription price. Let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks for watching.